Chapter 12. Double Betrayal. Robert Hansen joined the FBI in 1976 and was assigned to the New York field office 3 years later. Although for most of his career he spied for the KGB, he began his espionage for the GRU, the Soviet Military Intelligence Agency. In 1979, later claiming he needed money for his growing family, he volunteered his services to the GRU and betrayed one of the most exceptionally valuable Russian spies working for the U.S., Dmitry Fedorovich Polyakov, whose FBI code name was Top Hat. At the time, Polyakov had been passing secrets to the U.S. for 17 years. He was considered by Washington as an agent of supreme importance. 6 years later, after his identity was additionally confirmed by Aldrich Ames, Polyakov was executed. Hansen had a chilling reason for betraying Top Hat. He wanted to turn in Polyakov to the GRU before the Russian might learn his identity and reveal it to the FBI. He was certainly aware that his information would surely result in Polyakov's execution. That was the whole point. The first espionage venture by Hansen might have gone undiscovered but for the fact that his wife Bonnie startled him writing a letter in the basement of their suburban home in Scarsdale. He tried hastily to conceal the letter, and his wife, suspecting he might be having an affair, confronted him. "Oh no," Hansen assured her, "it was nothing like that. He was just selling secrets to the Soviets." He admitted the Russians had paid him $30,000. Alarmed and upset, Bonnie insisted they see a priest. Hansen and his wife were members of Opus Dei, a somewhat mysterious and severe Roman Catholic religious organization that emphasized prayer and spirituality in the daily lives of their members. The priest, Robert P. Bucciarelli, recommended that the FBI man turn himself in to the authorities. The next day, however, Father Bob said that he had been pondering the problem and had second thoughts. The matter could be resolved, he told them, if Hansen, instead of surrendering to the authorities, gave the money to a worthy church charity. Hansen thought that was a much better solution. He promised his wife that he would not sell secrets to the Russians again. He also told Bonnie later that he paid a certain amount each month to Mother Teresa. Although Hansen attended Mass almost every day and was regarded as super-religious, there was a dark and twisted side to his psyche that was unknown to his family and his FBI colleagues. In 1998, he posted sexual fantasies about his wife on the internet. The theme of most of these was other men seeing his wife naked. In one such posting, when they lived in Chicago near the elevated railway, Bonnie, in Hansen's imagination, was naked and fixing her hair in their apartment when suddenly, he fantasized, she sees a group of men, track workers, staring at her through the window. At first, Bonnie tries to pull the shade, but it keeps rolling up, exposing her cute little bush. In another of Hansen's internet inventions, at a party in their apartment, Bonnie becomes groggy when she has a few drinks and puffs on a joint. She strips in the bedroom and he orders her to stay that way as 2 male guests wander in and see her. Then Hansen enters the bedroom. Bonnie was there lying completely nude on her bed, with her pussy held open, her legs splayed wide, just as I had told her. She was a good, obedient wife. But Hansen's internet fictions moved into shocking reality when Jack Hoschauer, his closest friend, visited their home in Virginia in the 1980s. They had met at Taft High School in Chicago's Norwood Park. Jack considered himself closer to Hansen than a brother. He had been best man at Bob and Bonnie Hansen's wedding. He was so close that he telephoned Hansen every day, without fail, from wherever he was. The Hansen children called him Uncle Jack. In high school, they shared an interest in Formula One racing and girls. As adults, both were avid surfers of internet porn sites. Hoschauer lived in Germany, where he spent 5 years as an army attaché in Bonn. When Jack served in Vietnam, Hansen sent him pictures of Bonnie, naked. In the 1980s, whenever Jack visited Hansen and stayed at his home in Northern Virginia, they often secretly slipped away to visit strip clubs. It was at the house that Hansen proposed that Jack watch him and his wife having sex. And so at night, Hoschauer stepped out through the French doors onto the deck, where, standing on a chair, he was able to look through the bedroom window and watch the Hansens having sex. Since the deck backed onto the woods, there was little chance that anyone would see him standing there in the dark. It was not enough for Hansen to allow his close friend to watch the most intimate, private moments between a husband and wife. He also later felt compelled to write about it on the internet. He, Jack, could see her walking around the room naked, and I'd position her in different ways on the bed while fucking her, so he'd get a good look of my cock going in and out, or of her tits bouncing. Hansen was exposing the FBI's secrets and at the same time exposing his wife. He betrayed his country and simultaneously betrayed his wife. And all the while he was confessing his sexual sins and his espionage to his priests, piously observing the rules and rites of Opus Dei and urging his friends to get closer to God. Hansen decided Jack might get chilly standing in the night air, so he hid a small video camera in his bedroom so that Jack, sitting in the comfort of the downstairs den, could watch on television as Bob and Bonnie had sex in the upstairs bedroom. The video sex show went on over a period of about 3 years. The den was cozy, there was a fireplace, a comfortable chair, and the television. Told by Hansen on what nights to watch, Hoschauer would tune in to his own special closed-circuit channel. Bonnie Hansen knew nothing of this. According to Hoschauer, he never asked to view the sex show. I never initiated it. I was always invited to watch, and sometimes I didn't want to. I didn't think it was right. But he wanted me to do it so bad. He paused and added, "I've got no excuse." Hoschauer could have said no, but he never did. He never told his friend to stop.